Think about it. Why is the External Affairs Minister of India, Dr. S. Jaishankar, spending 3 days in Russia? These are just one-on-one meetings. Why would it take 3 days? Also, I don't know if you have seen, but there are lots of pictures and statements of Dr. Jaishankar meeting President Putin. That in itself is very unusual. Why would an external affairs minister not meet with his counterpart, but instead he is meeting the president of Russia? Behind all this is a story that I'm going to tell you. Hopefully you'll like it, and I'm sure many of us will like it because it concerns diamonds. So please like this video, and if you have not subscribed to our channel, do consider subscribing. Here we go. So Russian President Putin met with Dr. S. Jaishankar, and he says that Dr. Jaishankar has a very big program in Moscow due to the volumes of work regarding the cooperation, and that overall everything is working out well. This is from a blogger. I think she lives in Austria, if I'm not wrong. And then ANI had this to say about the meeting. Russian President Putin says, despite all the turmoil happening worldwide, the relationship with our true friends in Asia, India has been progressing incrementally regarding the situation in Ukraine, blah, blah, blah. But the most important thing is, please tell him, that is Mr. Modi, that we expect him here. I know that India next year will have a busy political schedule, considering that India is having elections. Now, what happened? Having seen the sanctions not work, the G7 has decided that they will impose sanctions on the rough diamonds from Russia. Now, Russia is the biggest exporter of diamonds. 30% of the world diamonds comes from Russia. And guess who's the biggest importer of diamonds? No surprises here, India. So India is the one that consumes most of the rough diamonds that Russia puts out. Not all, but most. And then in turn, it processes them and it polishes them, cuts them in the way they are required, and export it right back. Why? Because 70% of finished diamonds are consumed in the West. After all, 𝗣𝗽𝗼𝗍𝗍 spent a lot of time and money telling the woman and the man, of course, why diamond is so important in their lives. Because, in the West, when a man proposes to a woman, again, this is now, I need to be politically correct here. Anyone proposes to anybody else, they usually put a finger, and that has a diamond on the finger, on the ring. It's a gold ring typically with a diamond rock. They call it the rock. And usually the story that gets bantered is, my rock was this much, how's your rock? How big is your rock? Anyway, this is just banter. So is the G7 nations trying to, land a blow on both Russia and India? Well, let's take a look at the diamond production, right? These are mostly from various sources. You are giving that this is from data from United States Geological Survey. Russia has, I said 30%, it's 28.5%. Canada has 20.6%. Botswana has 19%. Angola has 11%. You get the idea. You can see the picture and read it. I don't need to read it. Now, exports. This is where India has about 22.8%. Then United States has about 13.5%. Hong Kong Special Administrative Region has about 12.6%, and then so on and so forth. Belgium 11%. If the ban takes place, then what's going to happen? It's going to impact the diamond business, and you all know where diamonds are processed in India. No surprises there. It's the state of Gujarat. And where does Prime Minister Modi come from? You get the idea. So this is again another way to try and put pressure on Modi. Whether it's going to pay dividends or not, we don't know. The G7 ban is intended to take effect from the 1st of January. India has requested the G7 to push it out because it said that the rules are not clear. Why does India say that? For example, one of the things that G7 says is that we need to be able to trace the diamonds, especially rough diamonds of over 1 carat. These are big carats. And I'll give you an idea of what the sizes of a carat. When I say half a carat, how big is it in real life? You can see here. Half a carat is the one that's the topmost there. 1 carat, then 1.5, then 2 carats and 3 carats. 1 carat is 200 milligrams, and 4 carat and 7 carat. Now, what does the G7 want? They want blockchain tracking of all diamonds. What does that mean? You take a rough diamond, doesn't say, let's say 2 carats, right? It's a reasonably big size. You get an idea. Now, what the G7 want you to do is they want you to mark using a blockchain signature what on the diamond itself. You can cut into that and make an inscription. It's possible. I mean, it's not like it is impossible. It is doable. So that will then tell everywhere where the diamond originated, because then as the diamond goes from one product to another product, that can be traced using the blockchain signature. The question that comes in my mind is, see, rough diamond can have a blockchain signature. When the rough diamond, let's say it's cut into 2 pieces or 4 pieces, there's no guarantee that the blockchain will get transferred to all these 4 pieces unless there is a process that allows you to do that. I mean, the size of the diamond, as you cut it and make it smaller and smaller, and to inscribe a blockchain signature into that is going to get harder. So I'm a little skeptical about the implementation part of it, but at the same time, it is possible to trace diamonds from their original source all the way to the final product by using the blockchain, because they get on the blockchain. So like, for example, a 2 carat Russian diamond, rough diamond, gets processed and cut into 4 half carat diamonds. Just to understand the size, here I'm going to show you the size here. Just 1 second. There you go. So one gets cut into 4.5 carats. Now the 4 carat signature blockchain would have to go to all these 4.5s. Then the blockchain will have 4 forks, right? 4 forks, because there are 4 new half a carat, and then it goes on and on. So it is possible to trace it, computerize, using a computer, if you put blockchain signatures on all of this. But it takes a lot of processing power. Will India be able to do it? Will the world be able to handle it? So that's a big question mark. Now, what are the options? The other option, the alternative, is that you can use a lab-grown diamond, not a natural diamond. Lab-grown diamonds are primarily grown in countries like India and China. China is the biggest. And they have been used for many things. Lab-grown diamond, again, you're going to go back and create the heat that was done when these diamonds were created $1 to $3 billion ago in the crust of the earth. And when the crust breaks at some places, it throws up these diamonds, and that's how we mine diamonds. And we have to sometimes go deep into the earth to mine for diamonds. So the lab-grown diamonds are also called American diamonds. They're also called cubic zirconium diamonds. These are not an alternative, because there are ways in which you can determine whether the diamond on your hand is lab-grown and hence lesser value, or it's a natural diamond which has got greater value. Be that as it may, we are in for some interesting times. You're having this chess game. The United States and Canada have been trying the Pannu card, the 6-foot justice, and India has been countering it. And now you have seen this new move of diamonds to try and prevent Russia from exporting, at the same time landing a blow to India. We have to wait and see if these things will stick, or if someone will find a way around all these things. Clearly, the G7 will end up paying more for a finished product because of a ban that they are themselves imposing on Russia. In other words, the West loves to stick it to themselves. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Namaskar.